Hi Taylor, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What have you been up to?
Nothing much. I just got a puppy.
How's that going?
It's awesome.
What kind of dog?
It's a little Yorkie. Yorkie?
Yorkie.
It's a little Yorkie. It's so cute. But yeah.
Boy or girl?
It's a boy.
And what'd you name it?
We didn't name him yet. We're still waiting.
Oh,
so
right.
we just got him yesterday. So
So that's
Yeah.
exciting. Has that been keeping you busy?
it definitely has. It's been preoccupying me a lot.
Okay.
You know, it's nice having someone, I guess, or something home with me.
Yeah.
My boyfriend's at work, so
That's good.
it's definitely helping.
Good. So we talked last week and you said you and your boyfriend were having issues because of your drinking.
Mhm.
Has there been any more issues? How was this past week?
This week was a little bit better. We didn't fight as much. I think too, him getting me the dog was his way of saying, like, you know, he's proud that I'm improving and I'm not, you know, relying so much on alcohol anymore. But I mean, everything's been good. We did get into one fight last, I want to say Thursday. I went out and I drank a little bit too much. He was really annoyed because I drove home after drinking. And
You went out without him?
I went out with friends.
Okay.
I promised him that I would only have 2 drinks, and I wound up having like 5. So he was definitely agitated at that. But
Did he see you when you got home?
he
or-
did. Well, he wound up having to come get me because I couldn't make it home.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he was not happy. But
So you guys were, so this wasn't a good week then?
it was a good week, other than that one incident. But I guess too, seeing how like mad he got, I kind of, you know, realized that I need to just step up to the plate and kind of, you know.
Okay. And then, so did you guys resolve that issue? You guys still fighting about it?
No, we're not fighting. Like I said, he got me the puppy, so.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So we're good right now.
Okay. So, now, do you still think that you have a problem with alcohol if you're still going out and not being able to control yourself drinking with your friends?
I think I still maybe need to be more cautious of my drinking, I guess you can say, when I go out, because, you know, I'm so used to, I guess I'm like set in my old ways of, you know, going out, and what happens is I'll start drinking and then I'm not feeling it, so I go for another drink and I'm still not feeling it, and then...
So you're drinking more for the sensation rather than just going
Yeah, because
out?
I feel like you drink to get drunk, I mean,
Okay.
let's be honest. So
Okay.
I think that's been a major problem. You know, instead I need to kind of like limit myself instead of going with the mindset of, okay, I'm gonna drink, get hammered, and then it's gonna be a good night. You know, I think when I really like take time to think about it and say, okay, I need to only have, you know, 1 or 2 drinks, I'm actually enjoying myself more. But
Okay. And were you ever at a point where you did just drink to drink, or did you like as far back as you remember, do you always see yourself as just drinking to get drunk?
I mean, I definitely think I was always more of a social drinker before this past year, and then it just got, you know, went from social drinking to going out a lot more. The more I would go out, the more I would drink, and because when I would social drink, yeah, I would get drunk, but it wouldn't take that much for me to get drunk. Do you know what I mean? It would only take me like 2 drinks. Now I need like 5.
Okay.
So.
All right. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have you tell me what exactly you feel you get out of drinking, like the positives. What is basically better for you in your mind that you think is okay with drinking?
I mean, I definitely, being buzzed is nice. Like, I like the feeling I guess you get from it, and I feel like I'm more relaxed and open, and I can have more fun, and I feel like I put up a lot of walls sometimes, so they kind of come down when I drink a little bit.
So you feel comfortable when you're
more comfortable
when you have drinks in your system.
Yeah, and more open, and I just feel like I'm more free spirited than when I don't drink, because, you know, between working and everything, I feel like I'm always very uptight, but sometimes I just want to cut loose and have a little bit of fun.
Now, when you're not drinking, do you feel like you have things that you're worrying about that's restricting you from feeling okay, or do you feel
absolutely. I have everything with work, you know. I'm in sales, so that's a lot of stress, and gotta make sure my numbers are up and everything like that. You know, just living with my boyfriend's stressful too, bills and everything like that, my family. There's a lot of stressors, so that's
so
why.
for you to be sober, all this is just gaining on you. And
Oh
that's
yeah,
why
it definitely builds. And, you know,
and something you don't think about when you're drinking, or
no, not at all. I think that's what it leads up to. The work week is like very stressful. Then by the time the weekend comes, I'm like, okay, I need to go out, I need to drink.
mm-hmm.
And then it winds up being the weekend, and then come Sunday, I'm so hungover, I need to drink a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So then that leads on to drinking into Monday, and then it just kind of like, some weeks will just kind of spiral down like that.
Okay, so is there anything else you think is positive out of you drinking besides the sensation of how you feel and how you're basically saying that you're numbness to reality
Mm-hmm.
and that you like that sensation?
I guess just, you know, because during the weekend I get to see my friends and we don't get to really go out, so when we go out and drink, we're all hanging out, we're bonding, we're having a good time, so that definitely is another positive of drinking.
Are those the only things you can really think of, or?
Yeah, I think that's about it right now with drinking that I can think of.
And then, what are the bad things, would you say?
The hangover,
Hangover?
really bad.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll wake up and I'll have like the shakes from just being so hungover, or I have to wear sunglasses in the house because it's that bad. So.
And then what do you usually do when you're feeling these hangovers?
It depends on how bad it is. If it's not that bad, which it hasn't been not that bad for a while, I would just take Advil, go back to sleep, and just sleep the whole entire day. Sometimes I'd have to go out of work, a lot of times.
So drinking is also interrupting with your work?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. And I guess more recently, when it's been a little bit worse, I'll kind of reach for like a morning drink. So instead of, if like the night before I went out and I drank and I was really, really hungover, then the morning I'd definitely have like a Bloody Mary or something like that.
Okay. So, besides the hangover, is there anything else that you think is negative or what bad things happen from you drinking?
When my boyfriend and I fight, because he just does not tolerate drinking or anything like that. So,
okay. So it's probably better for you though if he's on top of you about it.
I guess but you know, it's causing like a big issue in our relationship, I think, because I feel like he's almost babysitting me. And so like even when I'm not drinking a lot, if I just have like a glass of wine, he's like the whole time monitoring me and watching me like a dog. Like his eyes are on that glass and he's gonna see how much of that glass I drank, and you know, God forbid I go for a refill of wine. That just cannot happen. So it's definitely stressful and it's definitely interfering with our relationship.
All right. And how do you think you'd feel if he wasn't there though? Like, do you think you would go for that extra glass of wine? Do you think like having him around is almost protecting you from drinking more mentally? Like, do you think that you would go and drink a lot more if he wasn't around, being that he is monitoring you, as you say? Sorry.
No. I mean, it's hard because when I first came, I would definitely like started seeing him. I would say that I definitely didn't have a problem and stuff. I still don't really think I have a problem. I think it's just more of now like I'm noticing how drinking can interfere with everyday living and relationships and stuff. And I think that I just think that it's kind of, if he wasn't, I don't want to say that I would drink more, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't know at this point.
Okay.
Like if you would have asked me that before, I would have been like, no, not at all. But now I'm kind of like,
Well, that's good.
I don't know.
So then it is a good thing for him to be around now that you're actually thinking about if you would take the drink or not.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you see any other bad things that come about after you drink or when you're drinking?
I say a lot of stupid stuff when I drink, and sometimes I embarrass myself and just, you know, as I guess like I told you, the walls come down and stuff. Sometimes I think I overstep my boundaries and kind of talk a little bit too much, and
Yeah.
I have to kind of try to stay professional, because sometimes if I go out or, you know, if it was like a business event, I definitely have to like make sure I, you know, keep it toned down, which has been a problem before. I've gotten myself into some trouble. My boss was not too happy.
What happened with that?
There was a business dinner, and it was like a dinner with like a little cocktail hour and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely had a few too many, and I guess I was just being very loud and obnoxious, and my boss was really mad and he asked me to leave.
This was at a work party?
This was at a work party. This was about 3 months ago.
Okay.
My boyfriend was definitely not happy because he was my date with me, because he was allowed to come, and he was fuming. He was so mad.
So not only are you worrying about your date, your boyfriend being mad, you also have to worry about work and stuff like that when you attend those things. All right, well, at least you're acknowledging that, like, now you do need to tone it down and that you do need to see somewhat of a change. Because I know when you first came in, you were totally against coming. You said that you don't think that you need it. And so how do you feel about it now? Are these sessions helping you? Are they making you realize more? How do you feel about it now?
I mean, I'm definitely more open to them now than I was before, because if I can definitely tell you the first like 3, if my boyfriend did not drive me here and drop me off and tell me I don't have a choice, I definitely wouldn't have came. But I feel like it's helping a little bit, and I'm just kind of, I guess, realizing, like I said, that I need to definitely tone it back and, you know, watch my drinking and all that stuff. But I don't want it to be where I can't drink. Like, I don't want it to be that, you know, after this I'm going to be stone cold sober, I'm never going to have another drink again. Like, I don't want, like, the restrictions on my life. I want to be able to go out with my friends and have a drink and not have my boyfriend, you know, stressed out and worried. And I want him to feel comfortable with me going out and not being afraid. I want my bosses to not think that I'm going to, you know, be dancing on the table. No, I'm just kidding.
But it's perfect, though. It's good. Now you're acknowledging everything that you need to do, and you're realizing that it is causing problems with your boyfriend, and it is causing problems at work, and that's the last thing you need.
Yes.
So it's good, though. You're acknowledging it, and you know that this is what you need to fix.
Mm-hmm.
All right.